let's charge the damn mound. Let's talk World Series. We were on the post-game show after Game 3, went over what we saw, and then tried to project forward. And first off, tip of the cap, Pierzynski had it first on this show. Starting pitchers, Andrew Heaney against Joe Mantiply.
Mm-hmm. Nailed it again.
Nailed it.
If you guys need insight, just let me know.
I do. Every day, actually. We have a show for 2 hours. We can use all the insight we can get.
I mean, I feel like I bring it on.
How many runs are they going to score today?
It's not that kind of insight.
Yeah.
Boring.
I can give you who's pitching. I can't give you how many runs they're going to score. If I would have done that, look at my money bags, you'd realize I'm not very good at that.
It's true.
You just told us who's pitching for like 4 outs total.
Between the two?
Okay, I'll take the over on that, but.
Yeah, but I get what you're saying. Is it the right move? Does it even matter? I mean, I still think it matters who's starting the game. No? I mean, clearly you're picking a pocket of the lineup, and they're going with lefties. But is there any part of you that says what one of the commenters said on our post-game show last night? Hey, I've seen some really good Dane Dunning in the past. Dude's been a starter for them for most of the season, right? Like, let him get after it. He's certainly been the better performer in the postseason, I believe. Andrew Heaney makes me pretty nervous right now in the playoffs. You guys, what do you think?
No. I think he'll be fine because he's going to be on such a short leash. It's just to get through the early part of the lineup, and then if he gives them 2 innings. Plus, it'd be interesting to see what the Diamondbacks do because Alek Thomas usually doesn't start when there's a lefty starter. Like there's some things that, and usually the third baseman Rivera, he started against the lefties over Longoria. So it's going to be interesting to see what Lovello does. And then also on the other side, I mean, the Rangers don't really mix their lineup a whole lot. But if Garcia's out, which I'm guessing he's probably going to be out, what do they do with Evan Carter? Because Mantiply is for Seager, and then Evan Carter, where do they hit him to try to avoid that matchup?
You think they're going to move him down in the order?
Well, he only had I think it was 17 at-bats or something off lefties the entire year, some really low number, and he was like 1 for 17 or something crazy.
He's definitely going to start in this case.
He's going to start. It's just a matter of where he hits in the lineup.
Yeah.
To me, they put if Garcia's not in, they put Garver hitting third. Do you want Garver constantly hitting third? No, but you're also going to probably pinch hit for him with Grossman later in the game. So to me, that's the play. And honestly, AJ, you can tell me if you think otherwise, but they're bringing these 2 guys out to make sure they are not the team that goes down first. They want to make sure they score first with whoever it is. If you throw Dane Dunning out there and he's got to face Corbin Carroll, it could be 1-0 first at bat of the game. And to me, you sit there and you go, okay, how do I navigate this lineup? I think Andrew Heaney, we saw, I haven't seen it yet, but I guess some places BetMGM has it at 9.5 is the amount of outs that Heaney's going to get. To me, I think it's going to be under that, but when you come back through, Heaney's going to kind of be that opener. When you come back through, you get an opportunity to let Dane Dunning face the heart of that order one time. And if you don't have to have him face it, to me, Heaney's best option is he gets all the way to Ketel Marte a second time. Make him hit right-handed. I guess they prefer that over him hitting lefty, numbers-wise. And then bring in whoever the next righty, assuming it's Dane Dunning, is going to face Gabriel Moreno. That would be best-case scenario.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think there's no way Heaney gets 9.5 outs. I just don't see it happening.
Agreed.
I think if he gets one time through, Bruce Bochy will be ecstatic. I mean, Mantiply's a 1-inning guy, really, depending on where Carter is and how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I mean, to me, Mantiply is if they go Semien, Seager, Garver 3, I guess, Carter 4 maybe to try to mix it up. You move Young up in the order. I mean, there's a lot of questions. Heim, where's he going to hit? Because he's better left-handed. So where do you hit him?
But also knowing that, I mean, there's plenty of dudes that'll pitch in the game that throw with their right hand.
No, I know, but this is why the opener is such a confusing thing for me because this dude's only throwing 1 inning, probably, maybe 5 outs, 6 outs, maybe in a perfect world. But teams stack. That's why teams do this. So they stack their lineups and they want this one guy to get through the top of the order and then bring in whoever their bulk guy is, so they don't have to face the top of the order twice.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So the strategy of this is what's interesting. Do I love the opener? No. I wish we had two starters that we could say, hey, it's Andrew Heaney versus Mantiply, and they're both going to try and go 7 innings and worry about that strategy. Instead, we're worried about like, where do we hit Evan Carter because this guy's only going to get so many outs. It's just, it's kind of mind numbing.
It puts strategy, it brings more strategy, but it also aesthetically is not there. That was my thing with you don't care?
So what? Joe Mantiply was an all-star last year. He's going to go up and face the Rangers' top 3 guys in their lineup. That's what this narrative is. Yeah, we can say, oh, I want to have this guy throwing. But look at the teams. Look at every team in the playoffs. Nobody has a 4th guy that they're like, we're going for it. We're going for that 4th guy. So to me, it's just about matchups. It's more of a pitch-to-pitch game. And I kind of enjoy it.
The Orioles had those guys.
They had 4?
Yeah.
They went
Radish, Rodriguez, Gibson, and Kramer. There's 4.
They would have thrown Gibson out there.
They just didn't make it very far.
So maybe they shouldn't have had 4.
They didn't even get to their 4th. They lost the first 3, so it didn't matter.
There's other GMs that are like,
look how smart we are.
This should have been bullpenning.
I mean, the Braves had 4 until they all got hurt.
Right.
Strider, Fried, Morton, Elder.
Yeah.
Everybody's
right until he got hurt. They all got hurt.
Everybody says they love Game 7. This game is going to be a Game 7. It's going to be managed like a Game 7. If we go extras, you might see a position player pitch.
No.
I know it's not, but these dudes. But look at how Texas is lining up. They're not going to have any long guys, and they're going to run this. Let's say they take a 2-0 lead, 2-0 lead. They're going to run all their long guys out there, and if they keep working them, by the end, like the Phillies, the one night when they went into, did they go into extras when Lorenzen pitched? They had Lorenzen and Taijuan Walker left. Like, that's how you're going to be able to withstand a extra inning game. There's a chance you don't have anybody left.
You could say Martin Perez.
Bochy's better than that. I mean, Martin Perez is that guy for you.
Yeah.
So he won't pitch after Dunning? They won't go Heaney?
He might, but I mean, depending on the score.
Yeah.
But I highly doubt that Martin Perez, and I love Martin Perez, a great guy, great ex-teammate of mine, but he's that guy. He was that guy in game.
Starter.
He was that guy in game 2.
Yeah, he's a 5, right?
Yeah,
he's a number 5.
But I mean,
starter.
according to Kratz, he made the All-Star team. Didn't he make the All-Star team last year?
No, that's Mantiply.
Mantiply did.
No, didn't Martin Perez make the All-Star team last year or this year?
Definitely not this year.
Not this year. Maybe last year. He had an unbelievable year.
So that makes him. I mean, if you know, according to what Kratz said about Mantiply, that makes him a Hall of Famer.
He was an All-Star last year,
See?
right? He had a sub-3 ERA as a starter. I mean, he had a better year. He was more deserving, no offense to Mantiply, but Mantiply had a 4.5-ish ERA this year. Last year was close to 3. And if you ask most fans, baseball fans, not casuals, baseball fans, who was the Diamondbacks representative in the All-Star game last year? I would say about 2% of them.
I would have never
Diamondbacks
guessed that.
fans get it right.
I wouldn't have guessed that. No.
I remember when it was a story last year because it always pops up. It's like, well, should everybody be invited to the All-Star game? You know, should a player represent each team kind of thing? You have Joe Mantiply. You know, it always pops up with you know, a reliever, like a middle reliever. I feel like the Tigers have had that pop up a few times where it's like an okay reliever, mediocre reliever, but whatever. I mean, my point is, I mean, nobody, what'd you say?
Great teammate. Joe Mantiply, great teammate. So I was happy for him.
Oh, I'm happy for him. I'm just saying, I mean, you're not looking at the pitching matchup this morning like, oh man,
I can't wait to tune in.
It's Mantiply v. Heaney. Let's go. We're gonna remember this for the rest of our lives, Dad. I mean, you still might, but you know, it's like, Mom, it's Mantiply Heaney tonight. We can't go out for Halloween. So whatever. We'll see what happens. But I mean, yes, it's fine. It's one game. If it was every game, I would be pretty pissed. You know, if it's game 4, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't love the way
then tomorrow goes Gallen and Valdi again.
Yeah. So whatever. It's fine. It changes things up. So actually on that front, the poll question today is, it's a bullpen game for both teams. How many pitchers will be used in game 4? So the options are A, 6 to 7 total in the game. B,
over.
8 to 9. C, 10 to 11. D, 12 or more.
C.
Okay.
If it didn't go extra innings, it would be 10 or 11.
Okay. We'll see. Charge the Mound, powered by Teza. Teza on the desk right now. Use the discount code FOUL, F-O-U-L, for 20% off your first order at tezaenergy.com. If you're into dip, get off of it. No nicotine, no tobacco. Teza right there for you in front of me.